Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pandas offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They're testing the right side here. Makes him talk to the hand. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Pandas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open, he makes the catch. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pandas!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll pull it on the read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways.
And they got him for the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up for the PAT. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Pandas decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block, it's Johnson. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Get it out on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so was able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll bring it back. It's Johnson. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for space. It's Westbrook. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, we're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when you catch it, big fella.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Johnson. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Makes the grab. It's Westbrook. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Fires to the wideout. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Pandas come to the line with a new set of downs. Getting some heat. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Let's go. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff to the lone back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And the Pandas will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different.
All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Parrish. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Pandas are on the move. On the ground, it's Craig. Discards a man. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and 10 here. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Bringing it back, it's Johnson. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, what a move to get open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to pass. Time to take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Ashley. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Pandas line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Johnson. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff team is out there, and their number one job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on second and long from the 14. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Pandas have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hobbs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Number 19.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
At the 35, he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. On the run, it's Westbrook. And they get him down.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and